Today on MHK All Day, we explore ventilation in Kansas State classrooms amid the COVID-19 pandemic. I spoke with administration and a researcher about studies conducted over the summer. And with K-State stands emptier than normal, restaurants and hotels in the town are feeling the effects of fewer Wildcat fans. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of MHK All Day this semester. I'm Katie Fink. This fall, MHK All Day is going all digital. I, along with Logan Mans and Daisy Hagedorn, will bring the Manhattan area community a condensed package of local stories every week. It's our mission to serve our neighbors with in-depth and timely coverage. Though we won't be live this semester, check us out on the Channel 8 YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram pages every Friday. All three K-State campuses were the subject of ventilation research before welcoming students back this fall. I took a look at the ratio of safe versus unsafe classrooms. Here's the story. It's no secret that campus looks a little different this year. Cleaning guidelines and social distancing are in place, but what about the COVID risks you can't see? Proper room ventilation plays a part in preventing the risks of airborne diseases. K-State professor and researcher Julia Keene says airflow requirements are different based on the room.
We conducted a ventilation study. So we looked at the quantity of outside air entering each of the classrooms that we have on campus to confirm that it meets the requirements or the minimums. So there's building codes that identify what is the quantity of outside air that we should be introducing to a space in order to ensure that spaces are healthy is how we've typically looked at it in the past.
This table, listed as the ASHRAE 62.1, is a document with the most updated ventilation codes required for different spaces. However, these codes were not written with a pandemic in mind, so the minimum requirements must be met in order to host students. Vice President of Facilities Casey Lowers says 76% of classrooms on K-State's campus passed in regard to the ventilation quality. The other 24% of rooms have been scheduled for updates for quite some time.
We had a project scheduled for Eisenhower that an upgrade project that was not COVID related. This started well in advance of any of that kind of stuff. And it was really an upgrade to bring new cooling and new heating and ventilation to Eisenhower. And delays on that project because we couldn't get equipment. We had schedules, but we couldn't get it installed because it wouldn't show up because of COVID delays. So that's one of the reasons why we had to start this semester in a phased approach at Eisenhower.
Older buildings on Manhattan's campus, like Eisenhower, the building behind me, host some of the 24% of classrooms on campus that did not meet ventilation code. Those classes were moved online, and those buildings will be part of a series of renovation projects that include upgrades to airflow systems, and hopes to hold in-person classes once again. One K-State professor who prefers to be unnamed said their classroom was moved 3 times, causing some apprehension about how safe it actually was to come back to campus. But they are proud K-State is doing everything they can for students and staff in these uncertain times. In Manhattan, Katie Fink, MHK All Day. Older buildings on campus did not need to meet the most current codes. They just need to meet the codes for the time that building was constructed. And while game's on for K-State football, reduced attendance has the potential to impact the local economy. Reporter Logan Mans talked with local chamber officials to get an idea of what that means for Manhattan.
As Kansas State football is back, and it comes with a price, as we may know, a Bill Snyder Family Stadium that holds 50,000 is now required to only hold 11,000. Now, Kansas State athletics isn't the only one going to be hurt. The estimated cost of reduction of fans means the city of Manhattan's economy is supposed to lose around $100 million.
With the limitation of only being able to have 25% of our fans there, that means that we will have less travelers and visitors that will be coming to cheer on the Cats. And so the effect is the same as what COVID has been doing to us all along, and that is just really limiting that of the traveler coming.
Now, with less travelers, Hibbard explains the impact on hotels in the Manhattan area.
I can tell you that for now, the last 25 weeks, our hotel occupancy has been down significantly.
With precautions in place, you should feel comfortable visiting Manhattan, even if you can't catch a football game.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to check us out on social media. If you have any stories you'd like to see us cover, email channel8ksunews@gmail.com. See you again next Friday.